Michael Smith. Michael Smith.
Nice.
Sheena Roll. Sheena Roll.
Nice.
Keisha Stubbs. Keisha Stubbs.
Nice.
Stephen Lowe. Stephen Lowe.
Oh, ho, ho, naughty.
Get on the nice list this Christmas. Rejoice with Rare Voice when you sign up and enter to win 12 days of giveaways, including a 2015 Jeep Wrangler.
Tourists face long lines at LPIA today as the immigration union denies industrial action. Police investigating the discovery of a body in southeastern New Providence waters. A suspected stolen car ring uncovered. Plus, the Bahamas All-Stars marching band takes New York City by storm. We've got those stories and more coming up tonight. I'm Dana Smith, and NB12 starts right now. Top news tonight, tourists were stuck in long lines again today as they arrived at the Lynden Pinling International Airport. With Thanksgiving being one of the hotel industry's peak periods, some tourists today expressed their disappointment in having to stand in line for hours to clear immigration. Meanwhile, union officials claim there is no industrial action ongoing. Kyle Joaquin reports.
As day 2 of long lines continue here at the Lynden Pinling International Airport, union officials are still denying that this has anything to do with industrial action.
It was terrible. I'm handicapped. There was no seats. They were waiting in line for about 20-30 minutes, getting off the plane, which was walking down steps and walking up more steps and up more steps and to the main area for immigration. It was like a mile and a half. I mean, there was no facilities to take care of the handicapped. This is not good. This is not good. I'll remember this.
That's West Palm Beach visitor Mrs. Davis saying she will never forget this trip to the Bahamas. As a disabled person, standing in line for hours was not something she anticipated as soon as she landed. But she was just one of many tourists that had to endure standing in long lines to clear immigration at Lynden Pinling International Airport. Yesterday, hundreds of visitors experienced that wait after many immigration officers called in sick, according to Immigration Director William Pratt. However, President of the Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Union President Sloan Smith said there was no sick out as he was at the airport himself.
Remember now, people go on breaks and so on and so forth too, all during the course of the day, because they don't have it where you have everybody in the booth the whole time. People go and take breaks. They take a lunch break, that kind of thing. So whatever the numbers are, if it was 2 people absent, that's what I'm trying. I can't get over how do you link maybe 2 people absent with that being a sick out, and that whole thing is just fundamentally flawed. Because a couple persons call out sick, it would be the natural process for them to assume that this is the action that that our cause is affecting. But there has been no instruction from this union to start any sick out or any go slow or anything.
The officers was in expectation of their $1,200 from the 15th of November. That has not happened, and maybe the government need to speak to that first, and then maybe the union executive will get a clearer picture of really what's going on, because as far as the union executive is aware and concerned, we have not authorized, and nor are we aware of any industrial dispute going on between the Bahamas Customs, Immigration, Allied Workers Union and the Bahamas government.
The unions have for months been fighting with the government because of overtime pay and delayed promotions. When we spoke with Immigration Director William Pratt today, he said as far as he knew it, everyone showed up for work this time and everything should have been running fine. But according to public service driver Harrison King, all the customers he had today complained of how long they had to wait on the lines, some of them for as long as 2.5 hours.
We need to do better than we're doing, okay? Whatever problem that we may be having, we create more problem because by the end of the day, we need the tourists. They don't need us. We need them, okay? So I'm saying that whatever the problem may be, we need to get our act together.
Everything was good except was kind of slow, you know. Not too many people with a few, I think, immigration officers there. But overall, it wasn't bad.
You know, that is the only thing, you get tired. You know, but we understand today is Thanksgiving in the United States, so maybe you celebrate something similar to that here in the Bahamas, I don't know.
In a press statement today, the Ministry of Public Service stated that it is awaiting the return of the union's legal counsel, Obi Ferguson, so that it can return to the negotiating table and finalize the contract so that payments can be made to the officers whom it described as hardworking, uniformed members. Reporting for NB12, I'm Kyle Joaquin.
Police are investigating a sudden death in eastern New Providence. Chief Superintendent Clayton Fernander told NB12 the 63-year-old man was found floating in a canal near Palm Key. We understand the man was with friends the night before and was left on the boat, which he works on. However, when they returned this morning around 6:30, they found the man floating near the dock. The man's body was then pulled from the water, and all attempts to revive him failed. At the moment, no foul play is suspected for now. Police say the man is believed to have drowned. An autopsy will be performed to determine the official cause of death. Nearly a dozen cars found in bushes in Pinewood Gardens were confiscated by police this afternoon. Police suspect the cars may have been a part of an elaborate stolen car ring. Jasmine Brown was at the scene and filed this report.
Police descended on this area just after midday today and confiscated several cars that they suspect may have been a part of a stolen car ring. Police from various units, including SWAT, combed the area just off Avocado Street. As our news team arrived on the scene this afternoon, cars were being loaded onto several wreckers and then towed away. Chief Superintendent Ken Strawn says in total 8 vehicles were confiscated from outside a home and others in nearby bushes. Police were scouring those bushes for several hours this afternoon.
We discovered a number of vehicles that we have some concerns about. Something seemed rather concerning whilst the officers were in this area and in following up on the inquiries.
Strawn says it's still early in their investigations, but he says police will be examining those vehicles to find out who they belong to. He declined to say how police came upon the cars, but noted they were stashed in a residential community.
This is a community where persons have been living for a number of years, and there's a bit of overgrown debris along the southern side of the streets. But as you look around, there are properly placed and outfitted homes and residents who are in some cases likely to have some concerns about.
The majority of cars being towed away from the scene included right-hand drive Hondas and several vans. Strawn says the force will remain vigilant.
We are very early in our investigations into the discovery of these vehicles, and any further details regarding them will be made known.
No arrests have been made in the case, but Strawn says police investigations continue. Reporting for NB12, I'm Jasmine Brown.
The Bahamas All-Stars Marching Band made history this morning, taking part in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City, the first international band to do so. The young group of 120 members performed in front of up to 50 million viewers. Here's a look. This is the first time in the parade's 88-year history that an international marching band has been selected to participate. Clad in bright blue band uniforms, Bahamians brought a lot of energy to cold New York City with fun choreography and great music. In a statement released immediately after the group's performance, Tourism Director General Joy Gibberlew said, "We are extremely proud of the magnificent performance the Bahamas All-Stars Band gave at the 2014 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this morning. Through blistering cold weather, the young group of 120 took New York by storm, proudly playing Bahamian music and showcasing uniquely Bahamian dance moves." The Bahamian band was fourth on the prestigious lineup, joining the top marching bands in the United States, theater performers, elaborate floats, and famous balloons. Gibberlew said more than 3.5 million people lined up along the parade route to view the famous Thanksgiving Day Parade live, and all Bahamians should be proud. Here's how NBC's Mark Laurer announced the group this morning.
Directs the Bahamas All-Stars Marching Band. This Nassau nonprofit after-school program is composed mostly of at-risk kids who possess special musical talent. The 124 teens perform Bengali. Here's something that's going to make you feel good on Thanksgiving Day. These proud kids are required to abide by a code of conduct. It's designed to ensure a drug-free life, and they set out through training in the arts to become productive citizens.